All right, what's up, everybody? How's everyone doing? Everyone having themselves a good Monday afternoon? Good to hear it, Theo. How'd the rest of your trading day go? I mean, I'm busy like always. Busy like always. No rest for the wicked, I guess is what they say. But just catching up on some emails and laundry, and you know how it is. Hey, well, that's not too bad. You didn't miss out on too much. Market was pretty lame today. Pretty low volume inside bar here, right? A little bit up, a little bit down, a little bit up. Yeah, he's going to be okay, hopefully. But pretty nasty concussion. Yeah, he's just lucky he's alive, truth be told. But, they don't call it man's best friend for nothing, right? Pretty credible how his dog saved his life. So who's got the first question here? Who wants to fire away? Oh, no, they're dogs are the best. We're lucky to have them. So who wants to kick things off? What are you stuck on these days, DC? So what are your rules for staying in a trade? What's the sensation you feel? So again, if you're thinking about the P&L, right, your size could be working against you. The other thing, right, is you need to have a better plan on how you're going to manage that expectation once you get that P&L brain, right? So once you get P&L brain, what do? For me, it's wait for the candle to close. So if there's something that I don't like about a trade after my entry and it's giving me the heebie-jeebies, or I feel like I'm getting greedy or whatever it might be, I'm making that process objective, right? Giving myself a binary based on how that candle closes. So strong candle shape, holding higher highs or holding lower lows, and increasing volume. If I get 2 out of those 3 things, then I'll look to stay in that trade. If I get 1 out of those 3 things, I'll look to get out. So you just need to make your plan a little bit more detailed on how you're going to react or what you're going to do when you get that negative reaction, and then start to build the muscle memory and the repetition around executing that plan. What are the questions we have here this morning, team, or this afternoon? Well, that's why you got to realize what the trigger is, right? And then default to that behavior. So that means, realistically, you're probably going to be 45 seconds away, 30 seconds away from making a decision versus making one immediately. And you just got to start building up the routine and the repetition of not trusting the P&L or your reaction to it, but instead swapping that, right? Oh, I got a P&L feeling. Let me focus on something technical, right? And it's going to feel uncomfortable and clunky and awkward the first few times you do it, but it'll get easier each time. And you just have to have that predetermined thought in your head before you place the trade, right? So if you know that's what your plan is going to be before you ever get into that situation, and you've like told yourself this, right, in the 5 seconds before you enter a position, then you'll be able to do it a lot easier. Any other questions here, team? What else we stuck on here today? Anyone? Anything? Well, it's open season here. Yeah, 5 people and only one question. Let's get at least one each here. Otherwise, I'll just kill it in a second. All right, I'm going to go final call for questions. Final call for questions. Sounds good. DC, have yourself a great day. So are you not happy with 10 points of risk, Theo? All right, well, what's wrong with the 10 points of risk? Right? Easiest way to calm yourself down is to size position smaller, right? It's one of my favorite videos I've ever watched. And it's a Tony Robbins video, and he's doing a conference, and he's asking people what a depressed, stressed, or anxious person looks like when they're sitting at their office. And the way that they behave, right, is they go slumped shoulders, head as close to their screen as possible, rounded back, sharp breathing, whatever it might be. So the thing that I like to kind of focus myself in on is making sure that I'm the opposite of that, right? So that I'm sitting up, straight like a pencil. I've got a good posture. My breathing is controlled. I'm focused on price, and I'm allowing to find my flow state. When I've left my flow state or I've left that moment of calm, the first thing that goes is always my posture and my breathing. And that can make things just more stressful or more painful than they need to actually be. So the goal here, right, is to be in control over your subconscious positioning of stress indicators, and then that will make it a lot easier to find that moment of calm. So Nirav, I have 2 trading accounts of $50,000 now. Should I be trading the micro futures? Depends. That can be a variety of different reasons. Depends on how many trades you're taking a day. If you're taking 5 trades a day, then yeah, micros will make it a lot easier for you to stay within your max risk. If you're only taking 1 or 2 trades a day, then the minis will still be fine. What you want with the 50K account is to keep your max risk per day to be about $500 total. So take that, divide it by your average number of trades that you take per day, and that'll tell you if you should be trading minis or micros. So if you're taking more than, say, 2.5 trades a day, probably should be trading micros. If you're taking less than 2.5 trades per day, you should be trading minis. You can't combine them into a single 100K account. If that was your objective, you should have probably just bought 100K. That would be the move. But no, we don't have the ability to combine account balances at the moment. Maybe at some point in the future, we'll have the opportunity, as we own more and more of our infrastructure, to be able to do that and do that instead of creating trade copiers. But short term, there's no option to combine it into 100K account. Any other questions here? Anything else? All right, so final call here. All right, team. Well, same deal like always, right? If you have any other questions or tech issues or anything along those lines, don't hesitate to reach out. Be back at it again here tomorrow for the live stream and then DTR after dark. Hope you all have yourselves a great rest of the afternoon. Enjoy some of the World Cup matches, and we'll talk soon.